Hey, great to see you. Joe here for another lesson. Thank you very much for joining me. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a blues lesson for you, okay? And we're going to look at a series of notes which we can use over an E blues. And we're just going to kind of keep it simple, and I'll play a little bit of backing for you towards the end of the lesson so you can then try and put these notes over a rhythm track, as it were. Alright, so as I say, it's going to be in the key of E major, and it's going to be a similar kind of rhythm to the Before You Accuse Me, of which I've done a lesson if you're interested in that song. And as I often say, if you find any of this stuff useful in any way, perhaps you could click on the like or the subscribe, and you can always go along to my website and check out things there. It just gives me an opportunity to organise all my videos in a much better way. Okay, so without further ado, let's zoom in and take a look at this blues. Okay, now our basic rhythm is going to be along the lines of it's just going to be a basic kind of blues. I'm sure you're familiar with that type of thing. Now, the notes that we're going to look at, okay, we're just going to keep it simple. It's just if you're taking your first steps into trying to play a little bit of solo over a little bit of rhythm, okay, developing your own ideas. This isn't about copying what I do or anything else. It's about exploring the notes that I give you and seeing what you can come up with, okay? So, without further ado, we're going to use an open B string, which is the second one. Okay? Then we're going to use this note. We're going to use this note. First string, third fret. First string, second fret. Second string, second fret. Second string open. So we have. And we're going to have that open E string as well. Okay, so there are first notes. So we're going to try and memorise that little pattern in our mind, yeah? Two open strings here. This one, and this, and this. Okay? Now we're going to move up to the 5th fret, first string. And this time we're going to be thinking about that note, that note, that note, that note. Okay, I'm showing you notes. It doesn't mean you have to use all of them. Okay, and this one. Okay, so they're all on the first string. You might just want to think of those three. I don't want to overwhelm you. Okay, so we have. So on that first string, 5, 6, 7. Okay, don't worry too much about 8, but 9's good. And then moving up to the second string, 7, 5. Okay, and then just a couple more notes on the third string, 6th fret and 4th fret. Okay, now So far down this end we have okay, then all on the first string, then on the second string, then on the third string, 4 and 6. Okay, now you can do a great deal with those notes, alright, over just the basic blues. You know, you can have all kinds of licks. Yeah. There's so much you can just pick out of those notes. So let me provide you with just a little bit of me playing some rhythm guitar and try and experiment with those notes, okay? Now it doesn't matter if you can't remember them all. If all you can remember are these ones, then just use those. If all you can remember are these ones, yeah, you can just use those notes. Or you might just remember those. So, have a little go at that. Doesn't matter which little box you follow, you know, if you can link them all up, then that's even better, okay? So, after 4, I'm going to play you a little bit of backing and you just experiment for a while and see what you can come up with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a little bit of a mistake at the end there. Now, I wanted to break it there because I feel that there's something important to bear in mind when you're doing this, okay? And that is, don't feel like you have to fill every space, because that isn't going to sound very good. It's a better idea if you just leave spaces between the licks, and it can just be simple licks, like I said. So it might be, there's a space then, see? Space, 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 space. Alright, so there are spaces. So this time around, see if you can just, you know, perhaps leave a little bit of room, and in a sense that makes more of a statement of your licks and things that you're trying to play. Okay. Okay, so there you have it. Now, hopefully that will help you in some small way, and you can keep kind of going back over that little bit of backing to practice those notes and things like that. I'm not going to start kind of complicating things by saying this is major pentatonic, this is minor blues, this is this, and this. I just want some of you who are just starting out in this to just feel the freedom of playing around with those few notes, yeah? I've given you some ideas as to the type of things that you can do within the kind of arrangement and stuff. So as I often say, if you find it useful, perhaps you could click on the like or the subscribe, and to go check out my website if you haven't already. You might find that interesting as well. So thanks very much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.